So yeah, let's just go through it. So if you look here, oh, that breaker got traded through. Now the reason why that happened is because we had to trade lower into the discount part of this leg. So it makes sense why we went through that. So that breaker that I was showing you guys on the previous video got tapped into, and it also aligns with the fair value gap. So that's a nice breaker there. And then let me just remove the. So we have that, and we also have this volume imbalance, which we traded back into, and I'm expecting a reaction also because of this fair value gap here. We have this fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap, and if you look at this, Nasdaq took out this low here. Oh wait, this is ES. ES took out this low here. Let's see Nasdaq, because I took buys on Nasdaq here. If we look at this, ES took swept this low, created a lower low, and if you check on Nasdaq, we failed to take out this low. Let me just wait for it to. Okay. So look at this. Okay. So we have the same thing here on Nasdaq, where we have this fair value gap here. But if you look here now, we failed to take out this low here. So I'm expecting to see a nice push to the upside. So this is a bullish SMT. We took out the low on ES, and on Nasdaq we failed to take out the low. So then we also have this inverse here, and we also have this level fair value gap there. We traded to the 50% of that, and we currently rejecting from that. So I'm expecting to see a push higher, and then I'll be looking at London highs. Yeah, because today's FOMC, I'll just wait for that liquidity to get taken out. I don't think I will push for that, depending on the volatility. So we did sweep. Ish. Let me see the side. So I'll look at this high here. Okay, the news dropped, and then we left with 8.5 plus 8. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hold this Beverly Gap here 15 minutes, and then the failure swing, And then we have our inverse here, which is what I took this trade from. So I'm going to continue holding this. I'll be looking at this high here as my first target. And then we'll see how it goes. I'll update you guys. Okay, so looking at what's going on right now, we finally seeing that displacement. You look here on ES, another 1 minute. We have similar price action on both of these. We have these lows here. I thought maybe we'll sweep these lows before moving higher. So that didn't happen. We just started moving higher. So I'm still gonna keep my stop loss below here because we might come back. I should actually put it here. In case we come back and run these lows before displacing high. So we have this in this thing instead of delivery. And then we have this February gap here, which we tapped into and then pushed higher. So I'm still gonna hold this and I'm gonna keep my stop losses below here because I still wanna see those higher prices. And then we have these highs here, that's low resistance. I'm gonna have that marked out. Same thing with Nasdaq. We have that 1 minute change in state, and then we have this candle that traded back into this fair value gap, and also the change in state of delivery. And then we pushed higher, also inversed this, and it was holding. So we have this low resistance that we just took out. And see us take out this high and trade towards this here. As soon as we trade above these, actually above this high here, I'm gonna go break even. And then when we get here, I'm taking off partials and I'm gonna leave runners to this high here. So that's how I manage my trades also. So yeah, I'm expecting Nasdaq to reach this level first though, because this is the one that failed to take out the low. So I'm still gonna monitor it and see what happens. I still don't understand why this 15-minute candles open at 25 past. I don't know if I missed something or what. If you guys know, please let me know. Like I'm not understanding this. Okay, let's look at that. So yeah, we'll keep holding and see what happens. I'll update you guys. So we pulled back all the way back, taking out these lows here and tapping into back into the 15-minute fair value gap. Let's see if we hold from the consequent encroachment of that fair value gap. Because ES is still respecting. So I want to see if we can invest those. If we close above this, I know we're pushing back higher. So this was actually also liquidity. We took that out back into the 15-minute fair value gap, and the 1 minute gave us an inverse. So we have a close above. We have a close above, we will pull back, and it respected with this candle. So I'm expecting to see us respect that and push higher. We have a changing stage, yeah? So we could push higher from that. And we also have this inverse here that we've been holding. So we'll see if it continues holding and it pushes us higher. So we also have this 1 hour February gap. We had this low that happened during London session, which we also turtle souped, yeah, inside the 1 hour February gap. So yeah, this confirms the bullish bias. So ES right now is doing this because it's delayed. So this is what was supposed to be happening during the New York Open. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna keep an eye on Nasdaq though, because it's still moving towards our direction. I always take partials once we reach equilibrium of a move that I'm in, especially after we just swept liquidity. Because as you've seen in most of the videos that I've made, I always show you guys that every time after we sweep liquidity, there's always a possibility we could pull back to equilibrium and then reverse. So that's why I take off half my positions. And then once we take out low resistance liquidity, I take off more and I leave a run. There's a possibility now we can pull back lower here because I see we swept this high and we have like an inverse here, which we respected. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my stop loss break even and I'm gonna continue holding and see where it goes. Because overall, I'm bullish. I'm not expecting this internal liquidity to cause a big movement. We might just pull back into maybe this inverse or this gaps here and then continue pushing high. Okay, this is still delayed, but yeah, it's pushing on. So I'm still, you can see that we rejected all the way. We traded all the way into these gaps here and this inverse here. And right now we're trading through that. So yeah, I'm expecting that push now because I would never expect a reversal from liquidity like this ever. Because this, if you look at this, this is low resistance liquidity. And this type of liquidity is the type of liquidity you would want to see price run through, not sweep and then reverse. Liquidity like this, like previous highs and lows, clean highs like this, those are the type of liquidities you would expect to see a sweep and then maybe a reversal. But ones like this, there's no way we can sweep this and then reverse.
I remember when I first started trading and I got into ICT concepts, I always marked out these swing highs and lows expecting a liquidity sweep, but it wouldn't work. I started questioning why some liquidity sweeps work while others get run through. Here's the big secret. It depends on context. Look at all these highs and lows right here. None of this is gonna get swept, and I'll tell you why. That's engineered liquidity. It's not meant to get swept, but it's meant to get run through. However, prominent highs and lows like this are actually gonna get touched. Now that's cool and all, but how do you figure out which high and low is gonna get swept without hindsight? The main thing I'm gonna tell you is it's just market experience. After spending hours and hours on the charts, you start to figure out which one is gonna get swept and not. It becomes intuitive. The second thing I'm gonna tell you is that the market does not like smooth edges. So if we look at here, this swing low and this swing high is too smooth to be kept. That's why we swept them both. But things like this is just really jagged. We don't want to sweep this. The second thing you need to keep in mind is session liquidity. Right now I got this indicator that tells me the session highs and lows. As you can see, all the session highs and lows that got touched were swept. Even internally, when London high got swept, we came down to New York lows and then we went all the way up to New York PM highs. You wouldn't be wrong to say that today's New York AM lows would be the next draw on liquidity.
So that was just to come back lower into one of these rebalance price so we can continue higher. So I'm still gonna um expect that push. I'll just wait and see what's going on. We have the last contract. This is exactly how I monitor my trades also when I'm trading with my personal account. So yeah, right now I'm just trading with this for the sake of the video and so that you guys can see the entries and everything. But when I'm trading my personal account, this is exactly how I monitor my trades. Oh, ends up, wait, ends. We don't have all day here. This is also nice, yeah. But I'm not gonna target that now. See how it just aligns with also these, yeah. Hopefully during a film scene we also get that push higher, but yeah, I think I'm done for the day here. But yeah, this was a beautiful trade though. Nice comeback from that loss that we first took here. So yeah, this right after this trade, I think I'm gonna be done for the day. And we'll just be sitting on our hands and we see what's happening. How's the movement from FOMC and SAR? But these eyes are looking nice. We'll probably run these. But yeah. Okay, we're done. So that was a beautiful trade. We'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure if you're new, make sure you subscribe, join the family. Make sure you follow my Instagram, the same as the name is the same as my YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.